Good morning, and welcome to today's edition of Good Morning Hebrew Home. I am your host for Friday, Liisa Murray, and we have a very special show planned for you today. I am so glad we get to be together. Today is Friday, April 16th. The weather for today, it looks like some cloudy skies today with a high of 50, with rain possible in the afternoon, but mostly overcast skies. We've been getting a lot of April showers, and it seems like we're already getting some of the May flowers are coming in early in April. So if you get a chance to go outside, if you brave it, make sure you put on a jacket, but take a look at some of the flowers that are blooming. The trees are blooming. And if anyone knows, I've been trying to figure out, are they dogwood trees outside? There's a special kind of cherry tree that my app said that they were. So if you have any tree spotting tips, please do tell me. So let's get right into On This Day in History. So in 1922, Annie Oakley sets the women's record by breaking 100 clay targets in a row. In 1929, the New York Yankees, a favorite baseball team around here, become the first team to wear uniform numbers. It's so crazy when we do things on this day in history. There are things that I've just been like, oh, it's always been this way. And then I'll look at this day in history and say, no, it started somewhere. In 1932, the short film The Music Box is released in the U.S. starring Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy, which won the 1932 Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Film. In 1935, it's Babe Ruth's first National League game for the Boston Braves includes a home run. A lot of sports things happen on this day in history, so we're going to keep going with that. In 1956, the 60th Boston Marathon is won by Antti Viskari of Finland in a race record of 2:14:14. In 1961, the 15th Tony Awards, Beckett and Bye Bye Birdie win. In 1962, Walter Cronkite begins anchoring the CBS Evening News, a truly legendary anchor. In 1980, Arthur Ashe retires from professional tennis. And in 1987, August Wilson's Fences wins the 1987 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. Also in 1987, Michael Jordan becomes the second NBA player in history to score 3,000 points in a season. That is absolutely mind-blowing. In 2017, the world record for gathering of Charlie Chaplin lookalikes, 662 at Manoir de Bonn, the Chaplin Museum in Vevey, Switzerland. And also very exciting on this day in history, in 2020, our very first episode of Good Morning Hebrew Home aired live here on our campus in our original studio at the Durfney Museum. We're going to continue our celebration throughout the show, but I think right now let's take a moment to celebrate our year. I brought a little PowerPoint that I thought we could go through and take a look at some of the wonderful memories that we've had already. 1 year already, memories of Good Morning Hebrew Home. So this first slide, we've got some of our hosts. One of the great things that we got to do here was get to know some of our staff members, some of the faces that we see every day a little bit better. David Siegelman, Alexandria. Oh, that was such a great episode. She brought in pictures of her kids. And you know what's really lovely is I really feel like I get to know our staff members better. Now, every time I see Alexandria, I ask about her kids, and she's always got like some wonderful new craft project that she's working on, like something really cool and cute that I get to learn about. Kat with Anthony, and then, this was for Hispanic Heritage Month. Caroline came on. She did an amazing PowerPoint talking about the culture of so many of the Hispanic countries. That was a great one. Oh, and some more fun things. We got our musicians that come in and our armchair travel that Olivia has done. This was when I did the Waitomo glowworm caves in New Zealand, and I think this was Ecuador, but don't quote me. Don't quote me. Oh my gosh, and who could forget all of Wendy? I think Wendy has done a really lovely job of coming up with all sorts of fun, different segments to have. I'm sorry, that's a photo of me, but when I did my cooking segment, you all know I love to cook. When Antonique came on and did Luz's hair, that was so cool. We got to learn all about wig making processes and things I had no idea about. It was so exciting to learn. When Allison and Wendy carved pumpkins for Halloween, that was a fun one. I got to be in studio for that. And of course, one of my favorites, Wendy's prizes and her games that she has done during Wednesdays too. So many fun memories. And of course, one of the greatest highlights, our favorite member of our Hebrew Room team is you, the residents, that we get to have some of you on. So I didn't get to put everyone on, unfortunately, but Zelda, Migdalia, David, and of course, our special guest, Marley, has come in studio as well. It's always so lovely to get to see our residents. And of course, our special events that we get to celebrate here. I just love this picture of our wonderful musicians playing together. And this one up here was our special Christmas episode, our cozy Christmas episode. I think, one of the great things about working here with the staff is that we have so many wonderful people that we get to collaborate with. So those are just a few of our wonderful memories that we get to share. I also wanted to show, I made... It's a little silly, but I made a card for all of our hosts. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but it says cheers to our anniversary. And I put pictures of a bunch of our hosts from today and before, from all through this year. So happy anniversary to our hosts, and happy anniversary to the people that make it all worth it, you, the viewers, our residents. So happy anniversary. Happy paper anniversary. Good morning, Hebrew Home. So let's keep going. A little bit later, we're going to have a little bit more of a celebration, but let's get to the birthdays that we're celebrating this weekend. So in staff birthdays, today we are celebrating Sonia from the staff cafeteria, Regina from Certified Home Health Agency, Sarama from nursing, and Marcos from housekeeping. On Sunday, a big happy birthday to Maurice from nursing administration. In resident birthdays, today, happy birthday Carmen R., tomorrow Sarah P., and Sunday, Raphael M. A big happy birthday from all of us here at Good Morning Hebrew Home. Today's meals, I'll be reading both the kosher and the regular menus. So we'll start with the non-kosher menus. Today's lunch will be cheese pizza with Israeli salad, oatmeal cookies for dessert. The dinner will be vegetable noodle. The entree will be Greek chicken with broccoli orzo and fruit cocktail for dessert. On Saturday, the non-kosher lunch will be barbecue chicken, sweet potato and green beans with peach mango applesauce. Dinner, vegetable and quinoa soup. The entree will be bolognese lasagna, garlic bread knot, and chocolate arugula. Sounds like a meal I would not be upset to have. And on Sunday, the lunch will be meatballs with marinara sauce and spaghetti with broccoli florets and the brownie for dessert. And the dinner will be black bean soup with garden vegetable quiche, mixed greens with carrots and cabbage, and a fig cookie for dessert. And then for those of you who are eating our kosher menu for these next few days, today's kosher lunch is garlic flounder, sweet potato souffle with roasted cauliflower. Dessert is pears. The dinner will be vegetable soup with barbecue chicken, roasted potatoes, mushroom medley, and a fruit cocktail. For lunch tomorrow, the entree will be cholent, potato kugel, steamed carrots, peas, peach mango applesauce. Dinner will be lentil soup, baked ziti, broccoli, and rice pudding. And finally, the kosher meals for Sunday. The soup will be tomato and rice. The entree will be meatloaf and roasted potatoes. The dessert will be a brownie. And the dinner that night will be matzo ball soup, a true classic, salmon burger, kasha, roasted green beans, and the dessert will be fig cookies. Well, I am so excited for us to have on this next guest. You will know him from his fabulous concerts, his wonderful broadcast programs here, and seeing him on the floors. And of course, he is the composer of our own Good Morning Hebrew Home theme song. Welcome, Larry Applewhite.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Great to be here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
So happy to have you with us to celebrate 1 year of Good Morning Hebrew Home. Can you believe?
It just went so fast.
I know, I know. It's, you know, it's this year has been a crazy year. That's an understatement for sure. And it was a crazy idea to come up with a live daily morning show in the middle of a pandemic, but it was something everybody felt really strongly about, and I think all really worked together to bring something positive for our community here, the community we care about, the residents and the families.
And it kept lifting our spirits throughout the year. There's been so much creativity, great ideas on a daily basis. It's been educational as well as entertaining.
Absolutely. That's a great point. Thanks, Lair. Yeah. Do you have any favorite memories of Good Morning Hebrew Home, either from when you were on? We've been lucky to have you on multiple times, or from as a viewer. I know I've gotten some responses from you watching on the floors with residents.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Sometimes I walk past the television, I see all this great activity going on. But I remember doing the Beauty and the Beast duet with Allison.
That is what we're clapping.
Right?
That is one of my favorite memories too. I got to be in studio for that one.
It was a lot of fun.
Talk about learning new things about your peers that you work with. That was so wonderful. Allison's behind the camera. That's why we're gesturing to her. But that was so wonderful. That was such a lovely moment of musicality, and humanity, of all of us working together and sharing our gifts in ways we maybe didn't expect to as well.
Exactly.
Oh, what a great one, Lair. What a great one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, I know we've prepared a little music today.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening.
Well, we're going to be singing the song Try to Remember from the Fantastics. And it's all about remembrance. We want to remember the great times that we've all shared together, and that we're constantly building new memories, not only remembering the great ones from the past, but each day we're building new memories, which is a great thing.
I think that that's wonderful. One of the things, you'll listen as we sing through the song. One of the things I think is great about this song is that it takes you through a year and seasons of a life too. And I think, one of the things we think is so important here is that it's not just about remembering what's happened in the past, but it's about appreciating what's happening in the present and looking forward to what we can look forward to in the future too.
Right, exactly.
Well, I will be joining Larry for this song, so please, I hope you enjoy a little Try to Remember.
Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Try to remember when life was so tender that no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to willow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. remember, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember, then follow, 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 follow.
Oh,
Is that great?
that was great. Thank you so much, Larry.
Such a pleasure to sing with you.
Such a pleasure to sing with you,
the
Larry.
harmonies are so tight and great.
Sounding good. Thank you so much.
It's been a joy.
What a
being
joy
here.
and what a
Thank
beautiful
you.
song. Well, tune in later today for Catholic services at 11:15 and Shabbat Shalom at 3. Today's Broadway matinee, if you're feeling like you want a little more music, is at 2 p.m. on Channel 88. It's Lincoln Center's celebration of Johannes Brahms with Jesse Norman. If you missed any portion of today's show, it will be replayed on Channel 88 at 6:30, and you can find all of our episodes on YouTube. Well, we here at Good Morning Hebrew Home wish you all a wonderful weekend, and we will see you all here Monday morning.
Good morning,